Hare Krishna. Choose to act your way to feelings, not feel your way to actions. To act your way to feelings means to act conscientiously, choose our actions according to our intelligence and persevere till our feelings catch up with our intelligence. That means we start feeling like doing what we know intelligently I should be doing. To feel our way to actions means to let our actions be determined by our feelings, and to live intelligent actions for those times when we feel, when our feelings match with our intelligence. That means we do the right thing when I feel like doing the right thing. Now, actually, feeling one's way to actions characterizes the behavior of children. When children, they feel like studying, they will study. When they feel like playing, they will play. And most of the time they feel like playing, not like studying. And that's why responsible children, responsible parents push their children to study. They push gently but firmly. If the children were left to themselves, they would never study, they would practically never study adequately to have good careers. So that's why parenting involves, is very important. It involves not letting the children act according to their feelings, but ensuring the children act according to the parents' intelligence. And that way the children grow and develop a bright career. Similar, now we are all grown-ups physically, but our mind is still childish. And that's why the mind impels us to simply act according to feelings. Come on, eat this, bite this, touch this, do that, travel, watch this. And in this way, the mind pushes us to act, to feel our way to actions. That means whatever I feel like, I will do. Now, even in our spiritual life, the same mind is there. And the mind makes us act according to feelings. So, when we feel like practicing bhakti, then we become very enthusiastic. And when the feeling for bhakti is not there, then often we become passive. Now, if we start feeling our way to actions in bhakti, then our bhakti will never be consistent. Most of the times, our mind's feelings will impel us not towards Krishna, but away from Krishna, towards worldly sense objects. And thus, we will stay alienated from spiritual happiness. We will lose our chance for spiritual growth and a bright spiritual career. We are souls, and the human form is an educational opportunity for us to attain the career which is eternal, a life of eternal happiness with Krishna. But we lose that opportunity, and further when the mind impels us towards sense gratificating sinful activity, that further binds us in material existence more and more. Now, the Bhagavad Gita in 9.14 urges us to act with determination while practicing devotional activities. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha drudhavrataha namasyantascha mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate satatam kirtayanto mam. Do kirtan, how? Satatam, always glorify me. And for doing this, now what if I don't feel like glorifying Krishna? Then yatantash, endeavor, how? Drudhavrataha, with great determination. That means, if we translate this verse to our idiom, the Bhagavad Gita is telling that act your way to feelings, don't feel your way to actions. Even if you don't feel like doing something, keep doing it. Satatam kirtayanto mam, keep glorifying Krishna even if you don't feel like doing it. When we practice bhakti consistently like this, then that sustained practice of bhakti brings the soul in contact with Krishna, and that contact awakens the soul. As the soul's dormant spiritual intelligence awakens, then we start seeing that, oh, I need to practice spiritual life because that is the only way I can be saved from the miseries of material existence. As the children, they start doing studies, over time they start realizing the necessity of studying, and they also start relishing the joy of studying. So similarly, as our intelligence awakens, we start realizing the necessity of practicing spiritual life. And as our dormant devotional taste awakens, as the soul's attraction for Krishna awakens, then we start realizing that devotional service is the gateway to existence's supreme happiness. And in this way, our feelings will catch up with our intelligence. And then our bhakti will become steady, spontaneous, and supremely blissful. Thank you. Hare Krishna.